Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. In the last episode, we finished up the Earth Temple, and we got the Master Sword somewhat repaired. In today's episode, we are going to do a couple more side quests before we take on the next dungeon, which is the Wind Temple. Before I go on do that, before we get on too far into the episode, I'm going to go ahead and open up the two treasure charts that we got in the last episode. That one right here. That one leads to Eye Reef, and the other one, let's open this one. This leads to Bomb Island. Actually, I want to go to Bomb Island because I want to pick up that treasure chest, because I know what's in that. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that everything's open. Okay, good. Alright, so we're going to warp. I'm going to go ahead and warp over here. And we're going to go ahead and get that treasure at Bomb Island. But, first things first, like the closest place that's there is Forest Haven. And actually, I want to go to Forest Haven because I want to drop off a couple pictures. Those pictures that we got in the dungeon, I want to go ahead and drop off and have the figurines made of those. Now, when it comes to the figurines, it's gonna have an episode of itself. But oh wow, hold on a second. There's a Jiggly Mailbox. Let's go ahead and see what's inside the Jiggly Mailbox. Let's go ahead and talk to it. It says, "Good morning. Letters for Link. We have one letter. Here's the letter. This is on cash on delivery. Postage due is 10 rupees. Yeah, sure, go ahead. It says, "Yo, how you been? I gotta tell you, really helped me back there at the mail center. I appreciate it. I've been trying real hard ever since then, but my postman skills are still weak. I can't seem to hit 22 letters. I doubt I'll ever be as good as you, man. So anyway, I've been hearing all kinds of crazy tales about you, and I figured I just had to write you a letter. It sounds like you're doing some pretty amazing stuff, man. You're great. You're awesome. You're the man. Probably tell you that I had no idea what to write, but hey, I figured at least I could do is just send you a little letter of encouragement. So, yay, man. Yay. Go, man. Go. Never give up. Never lose hope. And while I don't make much, I'm sending you my wages I've earned lately. Just doing my part. Hope it helps. And sorry I had to send this COD, cash on delivery, but I guess that's the price of fame. Take care. Thanks again, boss, from Beto." This is weird because you had to pay a net profit of 10. I'm not even gonna go. I'm not gonna even answer that. It's like if you complete that quest back at Dragon Roost, and you complete the Earth Temple, he sends you that letter. It's so weird. It's just like 10 rupees of net profit out of that. You had to spend $10 or not $10, 10 rupees to get the treasure or to get the guy's letter, and then it gives you 20. That's a net gain of 10. I guess it's money's money, but why bother? Really at this point. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and talk to this guy real quick. He says, "Welcome, your figurine-based request, is it? Blah, 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 blah." I know already. But let's go ahead and show you this. I'm surprised he take this picture. I really am, because it didn't even get Jalahala's face in it. I'm really surprised he actually takes it. That's weird. But the game says it's good, so I'm not going to question it. But here we go. Let's go ahead and get this picture out of the way here. And I want to show this picture medley here. Now, when it comes to the figurine quest, I will be showing, I want to say right before I don't know if I want to show it as a bonus episode, or do I want to do it as a like episode before the finale. I think that'd be really weird to have it right before the finale before I do anything. I think I might do it before the finale. But yeah, right before the finale, I will be showing off an episode that shows off all the figurines and how to get them. So if you're wondering how to get them, that's how. But anywho, I'm going to do... This is going to be rather a short episode because, I don't know, it's just like there's really not much... I got a couple things I want to do, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. But I don't want to know what I'm doing. I'm doing the Ballad of Gales. I want to go up to Bomb Island, which is right above us. So if I turn my boat ever so slightly, we're going to head over to Bomb Island. But I'm going to do 2 major side quests, and then I think the rest of them I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing something as in going and taking care of the reefs. We haven't really gone to the... actually, you know what? I can do this. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I know another thing I can do. There's another platform, but I'm going to ignore it, because honestly, we've been to that platform before already. There's a submarine that got the bottle, but as you guys can see, there is a beam of light on here. This is where we got our treasure chest, our treasure chart in Dragon Reef. No, not Dragon Reef, the Earth Temple. We're going to go ahead and pilferage this. I didn't really show this off. It hasn't really done it yet, but sometimes when you pick up treasure, I'll tell you here in a second. But inside this one is another piece of heart. So we've completed another heart container. So now we have another heart to our life gauge. There we go. So now we're sitting at 18 hearts. But anyways, what I was trying to say is sometimes when you pick up treasure, it will it will pick up an urn, like an urn or something like that, like a pot. It'll pick up a pot, and Link will have the most disappointed look on his face. But when it does do that, an Octorok appears. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going over here to the private Oasis. I want to go over here to the private Oasis because, well, there is a couple of things that we want to do here. There's actually one particular thing. We're not going to do the main thing that we're doing here. What we're doing is we're getting an extra item that's on the island itself. So we can actually go ahead and show you what the private Oasis looks like. We're not going to go into this until endgame. I'm not going to do this right now until after we beat the next dungeon, because after we beat the next dungeon, that's when we'll be starting the Triforce quest, which will be a major part of the game here. That's not how you get on it. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. I think what I'm going to do after this, though, I'm going to start on the reefs. The 3-eye reef, the 4-eye reef, 5-eye reef, Cyclops reef, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I'm going to start doing that and trying to get the treasure that's there. Because we've almost got all the treasure charts. As you guys can see, there is a treasure chest right there on the cliff there. You're probably wondering, how in the heck can you get that? Well, you can get it, there's actually one preferred method that they want you to do, but I'm going to do something that you can actually do by kind of cheesing it a little bit. But I'm going to use it with the Deku Leaf here. And as you guys can see, this is the private Oasis. We're not going to do this just yet. Like I said before, it's something we're going to do later. But what I'm going to do right here is simply change the wind direction. Play the Wind's Requiem. And we're going to change the wind to southeast. And as of right now, the item that we would have gotten in the Wind Temple, we needed to get it over to this place. But since I did what I just did right now with the Deku Leaf, we can get this treasure chest right now. So let's go ahead and grab it before I fall down the waterfall. So let's see what's inside this treasure chest. Inside is a treasure chart. So now we have another treasure chart to our collection here. So now we're getting ever so close to finishing getting all the treasure charts in the game. I think if I remember correctly, there's like 2 more that we can get. 2 more that I would like to get at least. Now, where's my boat? Now what I'm going to do right now, and this might be split up into multiple episodes. I think this might be split up into 2 at this point. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going to all the reefs. I come over here to 6-eye, Cyclops. I need to know where they're at. There's 3-eye. 4-eye. There's 5-eye. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be going to all the reefs, and we're going to be going ahead and reclaiming its treasure that's there. Every reef holds a treasure, and I kept mentioning that I usually put this off for a while. You can do this as soon as you get bombs. I will say this right now. As soon as you get bombs, you can go ahead and do these quests. But I'm going to go do it now. I usually wait until later because, well, I like to have access to all of them before I do that. But we're going to head over to the Eye Reef. We're gonna start there because that's where we're gonna work the bottom up. But it's over, I do believe, 2 squares over. Actually, I could have just warped to Southern Fairy Island. That would have been a lot easier now, wouldn't it? I just keep forgetting where the placement of some of these islands are. Let's go and warp to Southern Fairy Island. Now, let's go south. That's where I wanted to go. It would have been a lot easier if I did that. Yeah, so we're going to go over to the reef. So we're going to go over to Eye Reef, which will get us a treasure. Now, like I said before, as soon as you get bombs, because the 2 major items you need for reefs are bombs and a deku leaf. That's all you really need. And since we have both, we've had both for a while, we can actually go ahead and do these proper. So what you do when you're inside the reef here, actually I want to see, ooh, the light rings. I like this. What you have to do is you have to not pull out your thing. I'll go over here and blow these ships up. I'm going to take damage here. We're going to go ahead, and your main goal for the reefs is to simply take out these wall-mounted cannons. We want to take these out as fast as we can, because they're going to be shooting a bunch of cannons at us. So let's go ahead and take out this one. Go ahead and fire this one and get rid of this ship here. Ow! See, you need to have a lot of hearts for this, because they do a lot of damage to you, and you don't want to, you know, do a lot of, like, come here when you only have, like, 4 hearts, because this is hard. It's really difficult. But once you, well, we haven't destroyed all the cannons yet. There's one more right here. Let's go ahead and destroy this. Ow! Once you destroy all the cannons, a treasure chest appears on the top reef here. And this is where I was talking about you needed the deku leaf. And I'll get into more detail about that later. So let's go ahead and get out. Let's climb this edge here. So whenever you complete a reef, you need to get over to the treasure chest. There's part 1 of destroying all the cannons, and then there's part 2 of getting over to the treasure chest. So we're going to have to come over here to the highest point of the reef, which is at this angle right here. Like, once you come up to this part, this is what you're going to have to use to get to the deku leaf. Or use your deku leaf to get. So we're going to have to equip our deku leaf. Let's go ahead and do so. Let's change the wind. Alright, so let's change it to west. Well, it might not have been the best direction. Let's go ahead and try it. Let's fly over here to this treasure chest right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this up. Inside is another treasure chart. Now, I will say this right now, this is going to be the reward for all the reefs. Every reef that we do this, what we just did, blowing up the cannons, and then flying over to this treasure chest that spawns because we blew up the cannons, they're all going to be treasure charts. So, it's beneficial that we do that. If you're going for all the treasure charts in the game, you want to go to all the reefs. So now that we've done Eye Reef, let's go ahead and go to our map, and we're going to go over here and open that said treasure chart. That one, what is that island? That's kind of really weird when you really think about it. I can usually tell which island's which. That one was just like, what? Let's go ahead and open that one. That one's Starbelt Apatio, I think, or Acapulco or something like that. Yes, that one. That's that island. So that one leads there. That's probably money, if I remember correctly. I don't want to go to Forest Haven. Or not Forest Haven, Forsaken Fortress. There we go. Alright, so our next destination is Eye Reef. So we're going to go ahead and warp over to Outset. We're gonna go north. So let's go ahead and do that. Ballad of Gales makes, you know, traveling across the Great Sea really, really good, in my opinion. And now that we're back here at Outset, let us go north. There's the reef. Okay, so let's go this way. Let's continue our voyage. Like I said before, when you do these reefs, it's really dangerous because, like I said, you need to have I would really advise doing this when you have a lot of hearts because the bombs will hit you and they take off, I want to say, a heart. I want to say they take a heart off. Oh, there's another shark. Leave the shark be. Let's go inside. And there is also a treasure in there. You guys can probably see that beam of light up there. So we're actually going to go ahead and try and get this. Now, this is 5 Eye Reef. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult to take care of because, look, there's 2 cannons. Go ahead and use our cannons to blow this one up. Okay, so we blew up both of those. Let's go ahead and swiftly sail, and I'm going to be using the treasure chart to find out what this treasure is. I think, if I remember correctly, I know what it is. It's probably just money. Whoa. Stupid cannon. Ow! Of course I say that, and then I get smacked. Go ahead and blow up these cannons. It's best to have max bombs, though. Okay, so the treasure's here. Let's go ahead and pick it up. Let's see what's here. While we're destroying cannons. Inside's a silver rupee. Time to jump for joy. Because we got 200 more rupees. Gonna blow me up, huh? I think I blew up both of those. Go ahead and turn around. Get a burst of speed there. Let's go ahead and blow this up. There we go. Now that we've blown up all the ones here at 5 Eye Reef, there's another treasure chest. So our next thing to do is to simply get this treasure chest that's right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue going up here. Now you can pick up these barrels, and sometimes they'll have bombs in them. So, like, yeah, like so. Now we can restock on bombs. We could stock on magic, because they knew the 2 items you need most is the bombs and the magic. And now where is that treasure chest? It's right there. Okay, so this is going to be the highest point right here. This is going to be the highest point that we can get. Unless I have to go around. I think this isn't the highest point. I'm thinking wrong. Let's go ahead and kill these skulls here. I do believe that, no, they don't have any hearts. Well, pooey. Pooey. Let's just go over here then. Because this, I think, it takes us straight to the place that we need to go. Like, it's the middle column that we need to get the treasure chest in, but I think that might be the highest point that we need to be in. Alright, so we're all stocked up on that. Don't know if this is higher or not. Like, I can barely tell, but I think that one might be higher, but I think they want you to go on this one. Yeah, the other one might be higher. I'm going to cut until we get there, guys. I'm sorry about that. Alright, let's try this again. Let's get up to the highest point here. This is the highest point. And what I actually need to do is simply change the wind direction to go east. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this again. That is the highest point. Okay, so I was right. So I almost made a mistake and completely whiffed it. But let's go ahead and look in this treasure chest. Alright, so we got another treasure chart. So now we can pull up another treasure in the sea here. And it's raining. Now it's continued to rain and pour and everything. Well, let's go ahead and return back to the King of Red Lions here, and let's make our next destination to the next reef. Okay, alright, so now, where is our next reef? So we got 5 Eye Reef done. Our next one would be probably 6 Eye, Cyclops, or 3 Eye Reef. Okay, so we're going to warp to Greyfish. We're going to go ahead and warp to Greyfish Isle. So let's go ahead and warp there. I know it's like seems like we're doing like a lot of like redundancy here by taking on all 6 of these reefs, but there's 6 reefs a total, a grand total of 6 treasure charts to be got. So we're going to do all of those right now. So speaking of treasure charts, let's go ahead and open up our newest one here, wherever it may lie. There it is. Okay. This one is another reef. That's one 4 Eye Reef. Okay, so that was a good thing that we were going to do it because we were going to do it anyways. So let's go over to 3 Eye Reef. Let's head over there. Now, the last thing that we're going to be doing, like I mentioned before, before we go on to our last dungeon, the last major dungeon, because the Wind Temple really is our last major dungeon. The last things that we're doing right now is practically what right now, I'm taking care of, like, mop-up stuff. Like, extra stuff that I can be doing right now. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to take care of the reefs. We're going to go ahead and do 2 more major side quests. And then we're going to go into the Wind Temple. And actually, if I remember it, now that I remember it, there's one more thing that we can do because we have Mirror Shield. There's actually a couple things you can do when you have Mirror Shield. I'm going to go ahead and do those whenever we get a chance to. I'm going to probably do it at the end of this run of the reefs here. What we're doing here, let's go back inside. Let's go ahead and do what we've been doing. Blowing up cannons. Go ahead and do this. Come over here, blow up this cannon. There we go. I don't think this one has mounted wall cannon. Nope. It has one on each side, so we're going to have to go ahead and blow this one up. Come over here and blow this one up. And then come over here and blow this one up. Okay, and turn around, blow this cannon up. There we go. Do believe that's all of them. Nope. Apparently not. There is a cannon somewhere around here. Does the boat count? Am I supposed to kill the boat too? Let me kill the boat real quick. Okay, so we made the boat sink. Yeah, the boat counts. Okay, so not only do you have to do the cannons on the walls, you also have to destroy the boats. Not the ones outside the reef, the one that's inside the reef. So we have to take care of those boats that are inside the reef too. So that's not our only priority too, is the wall cannons. But now that we've got that other chest spawned, let us go to the highest point, which is... Oh, I see it. It's over there. So we're gonna go all the way over there to that one. I hope they give me hearts. Okay, I was gonna say, are these skulls just like deprived of hearts? Okay, so as you guys can see, there's actually like a ring of light there. You can get a lot of rupees by doing that. I just don't really find the time to do that because that's just a big time waster. So I don't really do it. But yeah, there's a bunch of treasure right there. You guys can go and pick them up. I think each one is like worth 50, if I do remember correctly. Pick you up here. Alright. So we should be all good. We're all maxed out on bombs, so we're not running out anytime soon. Let's go ahead and climb up to the highest point here. Alright. So, let's get this way. Okay, so you see the treasure chest right there. Okay, let's change the wind direction again. Change it to east. I always do the reefs in one go. It's just like, you know, you could do them all in one, like one at a time each time you visit them. I just do them all at once because I... No, 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 no! I'll see you guys at the top again.